A husband dies of a sudden heart attack. Hours later, his grieving wife hangs herself. Their young daughter, traumatized by the sight, falls and slips into a coma. On paper, it looks like a tragic family collapse. Local police file it away as a standard grief-driven double loss. To the authorities in this small village, a widow succumbing to despair makes perfect, heartbreaking sense. But the woman's brother, a lawyer named Saravanan, rejects the theory. He knew his sister, Selvi, as a deeply devoted mother, a woman who would never voluntarily abandon her child to die alone. When the cold standards of a legal investigation are applied to the trauma, the neat official story begins to crack. Saravanan begins a broader investigation, pulling police records and medical files from the surrounding region to look for anomalies. He examines his niece, Shakti, and notices a specific bright red birthmark on her skin. This timeline tracks the festival, occurring once every 10 years. The inspector, the president's son, and Shakti share that birthmark, born on the exact same date. Two recently died under bizarre circumstances. Only Shakti remains, isolated as the final point. A mysterious yogi links these events together, having been spotted at the morgue and near the scenes of both previous deaths. The data suggests this is a targeted, calculated countdown, with one target remaining. Saravanan confronts the yogi, forcing the investigation to move from legal logic to ancient lore. The yogi identifies the killer as the Bog, an ancient, shape-shifting entity that consumes its victims and assumes their physical form. The Bog is an amphibian evil spirit. It stalks its prey by moving fluidly between the water and the land. Forensic evidence supports this mythology. Toxicology reports from the victim's blood show curare, a rare venom naturally produced by aquatic and terrestrial amphibians. Here, forensic evidence aligns with the lore, suggesting the monster is real. The Bog is hunting with a singular objective, a ritual to attain absolute, unstoppable power. This ritual is constrained by time, occurring only during the Mahanag Panchami festival, which takes place precisely once every 10 years. To complete the ritual, the entity must consume the souls of the 3 individuals born during the festival window. It has already claimed 2, leaving only the final node of the triad empty. The festival is underway now. The final target, Shakti, is lying helpless in the mansion, while the window of opportunity closes. Geographical isolation and the temporal urgency of the festival turn the estate into a locked-room trap for the child. If the Bog is an unstoppable ancient force, and its final victim is a defenseless child in the same building, we have to ask why she is still alive. The Bog has infiltrated every other part of the mansion, yet it cannot physically enter Shakti's room. It stops at the threshold. An invisible, protective force is occupying the room. It acts as a localized barrier, aggressively repelling the Bog's influence. This barrier is purely defensive. It makes no attempt to attack the predator, focusing entirely on preserving the child. The evidence shows that only an equal, opposing supernatural defense is capable of halting the Bog. The barrier is the spirit of Selvi, the mother. Her death was not an act of despair, but a calculated sacrificial ritual. She ended her mortal life specifically to become a spiritual shield, anchoring her soul to her daughter to protect her from the entity. While the Bog kills others to harvest power, Selvi sacrificed herself to create an unbreakable defense. The film demonstrates that an ancient evil may consume life, but a mother's sacrifice